Oh my goodness. You got it. I can't believe it. You're incredible. You got yourself a griffin, a cloaked one. So it really is a cloak, like Harry Potter cloak of invisibility that's just put over a buckbeak. How did you? What? You don't know about Harry Potter. How do you not? Well, you got me. I thought you really meant it when you said you didn't know about Harry Potter. What is this? Uh-huh. Well, ain't that interesting? Well, damn. Okay, I don't know where they could get this kind of magic. No, I believe you. I believe you. This has to be something from one of the fays. But how would your former clan get a hold of this? And so they've just been bringing people over, messing with our supply lines. This is how they've driven us back. So how do we duplicate this? I mean, we don't exactly have pixies and bottles just laying about, though. I mean, if we did, and they look like Tinkerbell, I'll try to convince them to get bigger so I can grab a hold of those. What? Listen here. I have a preference for the male form, but that doesn't mean I don't appreciate a nice, delicious set of, Darling, there's no need to get jealous. Then again, we can't be together, remember? So if I'm just talking about some nice caked up honeys with some delicious melons, there is nothing that you should be worried about. I got you. You're barking up the wrong tree. When you could be making me I don't know what's gotten into me either. I think I'm just happy. It's such a relief that we're able to get our hands on one. And what about his rider? The person that was okay. Well, it's good to know my men dispatched of him. Well, I mean, I guess it had to happen, right? Exactly. It had to happen. It's the only way we were going to get hold of this kind of technology. So, in theory, then, we could ride this into their territory, find out whoever is giving over this kind of magic, and okay, that's what I was thinking, and then figure out how we can duplicate it. Indeed. Well, there's an easier way. I didn't want to be the one to tell you this, but when we went from being tigers to tiger people, the fairy godmother did not take away from us the ability to do something interesting. I think it's interesting. We still maintain the ability to talk to animals, so we can communicate with this griffin and potentially get him to tell us. Well, I mean, I can do it right now, but I would rather wait to get that information before the council. Yeah. Yeah, I can go, so it's difficult to, don't tell me to spit it out. I have to watch what I tell you. If you have too much information, if you were to get captured, then, and also, if someone knows that you know this information, they're going to think that you're just trying to pump me for information for some reason. The more ignorant you are in many regards, the safer you are. We have a council member named Method, and if I go to her with this information, with the griffin, and she's able to pull that information out for herself, she'll see and sense that it's genuine, that I didn't know it beforehand. She's a little bit of a seer. She has some really, really good powers that have helped us. Her senses, I don't know if I like the word powers, but her senses are really good. So my idea is that do you hear his nails clicking around over there? He's restless. What was I saying? Exactly, my love. Oh, I, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. No, just forget that can you just forget that I said it? As I said, we can't be, maybe we can be together. But for right now, you are a prisoner of the state. Okay? I am your captor. If you want me to be real, you want me to be real with you right now. Fine. I'll tell you this. You might be the one proverbially in chains. You might be the one who is being held captive. But really, it's me. Because every breath that you take, I want to desperately suck into my body just to have a piece of you inside of me. Giggity, I get it. Shut up and let me talk. I want nothing more than to protect you. I can't imagine a day without you. I never want to see you go in harm's way because I know that if you leave this earth, I am very shortly behind you. I would follow you into that dark because it would be truly darker here without you. I have known what it was like to feel for you when we were separated. I knew from a young age you were my soulmate. You were everything. I didn't have the words, but I knew that I needed you desperately in my life. And then I had to learn how to live without you. And I never could forget you. It hurts that you think that I would ever forget you. If you stayed mortal and I became immortal and I lived for 10,000 years after you, I would remember you vividly. Dementia could not pry your memory from me. I might sit there in a rocking chair thinking that rabbits write books and that fish are our politicians, but I would still remember your name, your face, your voice, every word that you said, and that longing in my heart to return to you. You are literally my everything, my ins, my outs, I love you. I love you more than life. So if anyone's being held captive here, it's me, captive by the idea that we cannot be together, even though that's all I want. All I want to do is wrap my paws around you, run them through your hair and up and down your back and kiss you so deeply again as you kissed me before. If you come near me right now, I'll rip your throat out. You can't do this to me. You cannot do this to me right now. I am holding back every emotion I have because I love you and I want to be with you. I need to be with you. But we've got to get things right first. We have to secure your place within the clan so that they will not want to harm you. We have got to show that you give value to the clan. They will accept you with open paws if they know that you're not some plant, and this griffin does that. There's no way you handing over this griffin and then us figuring out the technology, especially once we talk to. No, I didn't think about that. You're right, the griffin could betray us. It could tell them something if we don't know what information it has. Griffins are knowable creatures, okay? It's gonna tell us that there's more. It's gonna tell us about. Listen, if I go in there with information, again, they're gonna think that you fed it to me. I promise you this is the way. And she's gonna see into my heart and see that I love you and that I'm trying to go through this the right way. It's the best way to give evidence. I am no officer of the law. All I do is hunt down things and then give them to the appropriate person to deal with them. This is above my pay grade, and I need you to trust me on this one. Thank you. All right. Let's go ahead. This one seems really sweet and kind to us. It doesn't seem like it's wanting to just get away from us and go back. It knows we're predatory creatures at heart. There's something to it. This one was a very noble steed, I can tell. Let's take it to method. Let's go. And more importantly, let's remember our stations. And let's work towards that goal of making it to where we can be together, but the right way. I love you. If you need me to say it, I can say it here and now, but I will not be able to say it again. Not for a while. No. I can't. We can't do this again. Not until things are right. I absolutely love feeling your breath on my fur. I absolutely love feeling your body this close, but if we have a job to do, let's go. Hey guys, this is Ian Alexander here. Forbidden Love. Who doesn't love a forbidden love story? Thank you everybody on Discord. So my birthday's coming up. It's not till November, but it's just slightly over a month away. And I've been wanting rainbow hair for a very, very, very long time. And the fact that you guys, thank you, Starlit Audios, for going on my Discord and telling everybody about that, because I did not label it as birthday thing. I was hoping maybe for Christmas having like rainbow hair, but I get to have it for my birthday this year, which I'm super excited about. So thank you everybody who helped with that crowdfund. Inspiration for this story, I always go for the people I probably shouldn't. Not that they're bad, but like it's always a situation of like we work together, or like they're way too close to a friend and I don't want to potentially lose my friend if the relationship doesn't work out, or they are a good friend, family member. Just, it's so rough. Like that forbidden love thing where it's like, we have to do what we have to do. And we have to get something done and then we'll be good. So, yeah, this one's particular inspiration of today was, I grew up in a really rough high school. I don't really like talking about stuff but I was 18 when this happened. I just happened to be in school. And there was absolutely people who were, they were banded together for the sole purpose of making money and protection. And I think I'll leave it there. Hopefully you catch what I'm putting down. And I was not in this group, but I was friendly with people who were in that group. And then I really started having feelings for this nerdy kid whose family was had siblings in a rival group. And I knew we could not, because even though I wasn't a part of this group, like it's kind of the dangers of knowing people that are in those segments of life. I don't try to be too judgmental. I know there's lots of factors that go on with that stuff, but like people know who's cool with who, and so I was like, yeah, no, I'm not. I don't go to the parties where they do stuff. I try to keep my distance from that lifestyle. But talking to him would have been really, really bad. But it turns out he had a really big crush on me, and we ended up doing a lot of different school functions where we ran into each other multiple times. And it was just really difficult. You could feel the chemistry between the two of us. So I used a lot of those emotions and I mixed it with some of my other stuff where, like when I worked with some coworkers and ended up making out with them and whatnot, knowing like, oh, this could go so bad if HR gets involved. But anyways, I thought it was a really fun element to put in with this. So fun times. I also want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my new, technically it's my third channel, because no one's found the second channel yet. Some people said they did, but they're not offering any proof. They're like, oh yeah, no, I don't want to ruin it. And I'm like, no, go ahead and link it. No, I don't want to ruin it. Okay, message it to me privately. No, we'll see if you figure out who I am. No, dude, no one's found it. It's a dance channel, but my third channel is my VTuber channel. I don't have any content on it, and it's at almost 700 subscribers. You guys are crazy. I am going to be dropping that video this week. I'm super excited. It is going to be dedicated to my VTuber model, but I will be telling stories over there, but it just won't be like, yeah, she can turn into a snake girl because she got a hold of some Fey magic. And it'll be temporary, but it's going to be the adventures of my VTuber model. So, will she have the typical Olga accent? I don't know. We're going to have to find out, guys. We'll see. But thank you, everybody who's been super supportive with that. Some people have asked why. This channel used to get 100 subscribers a day, and now there are days when it goes negative. It's usually between 10 to 15 subscribers. And I know I got demonetized, but like even after I got demonetized, I was getting plenty. And a lot of YouTubers in this niche are getting hit right now. So I did a lot of research with a lot of different people and going over different metrics, and it's got to be something in the YouTube algorithm. I particularly think it's hitting the word um, that has to do with play. Starts with R. I will leave it there. I think it has something to do with that. And there's some other factors. So I'm morphing my content so that it still stays kind of similar. But I'm also going to start doing some of the stuff that I wanted to play with on this channel. But being a YouTuber is both capitulating to the algorithm and what it allows you to do, the stuff that you want to do, but also your audience. Everyone says do what you love, but sometimes what you love isn't what the audience you cultivated loves. And if they don't like it, then they don't mess with it. And then the algorithm starts to frown upon you because you are judged based off of your last 20 videos. So if I made only what I loved and it all bombed, because that's not what most people subscribe to me for, that hurts your channel. So kind of making a channel where I can experiment and do some cool stuff while doing this stuff. And that's not to say I don't love doing this stuff. I do. I don't put out I won't put out something I don't like or love. I won't do it. But there's definitely some other stuff that I wanted to play with. So going to be playing with it over there so it doesn't hurt this spot where you guys have grown to like this type of content, and there is nothing wrong with that. Anyways, I love you guys more than bacon bits, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.